Okay. Turn volume. Okay. So, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Red,
I
any
would say
particular
red.
shade of red?
Just like a deep blood red, like a dark,
Alright.
deep red.
Alright. I was looking at statistics and it said that most CEOs prefer the color red.
Well, I don't really find that surprising because I am a pretty domineering, aggressive, dominant type personality. So.
Yeah, that's the kind of personality. The worst color to like is yellow.
Oh yeah, does that make you like a pussy?
Yeah. I've never met anyone that likes that color though.
Yeah, I think my other favorite color would probably be green, just because it's like, it's the color of life and growth, and it's a nice color.
Right on. Alright, do you have any hobbies?
I just pretty much read and write and watch Netflix, watch different like documentaries, TV shows, whatever.
What's your favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite movie,
Yeah.
probably A Scanner Darkly. This would be like my favorite movie of all time.
Why? Have you read the book?
I actually haven't. I didn't even know there was a book. Actually, I love the movie though.
Yeah.
So.
Do you know who Philip K. Dick is?
No.
Wow.
No, I've only seen the movie. Like nobody ever gave me any background on it. I just didn't
He
really
also-
bother to do research. So.
He wrote stories that became Blade Runner. What was that with Arnold Schwarzenegger's man in the 80s? Total Recall was based off a short story he wrote. A couple others. And he wrote a bunch of really good science fiction books.
Well, now I have some new books to read because I've actually been wanting to find some new books because I'm rereading We the Living for like a third time right now because it's like one of my favorite books ever.
You a big fan of Ayn Rand?
I actually am not a big fan, but like this particular book is really really good, and it's not one of her more popular ones because I think to me, like it does have her objectivist philosophy embedded in it, but it's not so in your face as with like Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
Because that is really just more like almost like reading a textbook whenever I read Atlas Shrugged, and the dialogue is just so.
Because she's on speed, right?
I've-
Can you tell?
Dude, I mean that makes sense actually because like the dialogue is not really realistic, but in this one I feel like it's more emotional and it's more personal and it's more of a love story than her other books.
Alright.
So I don't know. It's a good read if you haven't read it though.
I've never read any Ayn Rand. I got the stack that never shrinks,
Yeah.
Still working on all kinds of books. I just finished reading Infinite Jest, and that was fun. You know what Infinite Jest is?
Mm-mm.
It's a good book by David Foster Wallace. I like David Foster
You
Wallace.
should just send me like a list.
It's
of
1,200 pages long too.
That doesn't scare me.
All right.
I read it. That book is like 1,100 pages, and it's also terrifying. So, yeah, I can handle it.
Yeah, if you have the time, I definitely recommend it. It's really good. It's really funny. It's a real head fuck. How it's laid out. Has it's fiction, but has like sightings. What do they call it? Like footnotes.
Okay.
So it's like 200 pages of footnotes. And it's so strange. It's such a strange book, but it's really good. He's a really great writer. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book? I don't know. That's like a really hard choice. I think probably, I would say The Giver is probably one of my favorite books.
Who
of
wrote
all
that?
time. Lois Lowry or something, I think is how you pronounce it.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. They also made it into a movie pretty recently.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
It's like a dystopian future type novel, which are usually my favorites.
You should totally read more Philip K. Dick compared to that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that movie, I love it. I didn't even realize it was based on a book or do any research on the movie. I just enjoyed the movie for what it is,
Yeah. Why do you like the movie?
because of the message. Like, so I'm sure I would like the book,
Yeah. It's actually a really good adaptation for a movie.
Yeah. And I also really like the style of it, like the way that they.
They filmed it.
Yeah. And it was also, I think, filmed like in Austin, so that was cool
Yeah,
too. It was a cool
Linklater
aspect.
filmed it.
Yeah. So I don't know, and like the cast was amazing. Everything about that movie was just great. I love it.
Why do you like The Giver? Because it's dystopian, sci-fi and stuff.
Because in this particular future society, everything is like extremely controlled and predetermined. Like it's climate controlled. You don't actually produce your own offspring. They're birth mothers that like have babies and then they're assigned to a family. You're assigned your career. Everything is just like, and they even take pills that make them like not feel sexual urges or feel love, and like they also don't feel like, or they don't see colors. Like I don't know, it's just everything is really bland and boring. And but there's one person in the society who like his mind contains all the memories of their past society, which is like our, you know, current life and all the war and destruction and starvation and like all this terrible stuff. But he also contains all of the good memories, like real families and love and like colors and everything, music. And so it's about this kid who he gets chosen to be the next giver or the receiver. Actually, he's going to receive all those memories because he's basically like a council for because they have a council or whatever that runs the city, like their community.
Yeah.
But he offers them advice if they don't know what to do because he has all those memories and stuff.
Right.
So then he like runs off with this baby because he finds out the baby's gonna get like killed. Like that, they kill people like hardcore in the book. It's kind of fucked up, but they call it releasing someone from the society. But yeah, so they run away, and then he finds like a family. Like the book ends that they find this family like having Christmas and like around a Christmas tree and stuff, and like so he gets to like a normal society.
All right.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he escapes, so it's like a good ending. Like he rebels against the constricts of his predetermined society and his predetermined destiny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you like to write about?
I mean, I actually have like some writing that I've done for like my creative writing class. I usually write poetry, and it's usually really angry poetry. Like some of it though, it's really extreme. Like I'm a very conflicted person, I would say, because like either my poetry is about love and beauty and happiness, and like I like to write about like nature related stuff, I guess I would say. And then on the flip side, it's about, you know, our corrupt government and fighting all these wars, dropping bombs on children, and like kids starving to death, but you're worried about, you know, watching your show on TV, and like you just don't care. The news doesn't talk about it, and like stuff like that.
All right.
So.
All right. Anyway, do you have a favorite painter or visual artist?
No. I wouldn't say that I have like a favorite artist, but from the art that I've seen though, I really enjoy like the like impressionist style, especially like nature scenes.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably like my favorite style. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's so pretty, like all the pastel colors and how it kind of looks blurry and hazy, like it's a memory. It's not something that's like super realistic and tactile and in your face, like this is what this is, like look at it. No, it's you have to kind of use your imagination. Like it's like this idea rather than something physical.
Alright.
So I kind of like that.
Alright. If you could go on vacation anywhere, where would you go?
Oh man, that's like a hard one. I don't know. I'd probably go to Amsterdam again. I just loved Amsterdam. It was so cool. But I don't know. I probably would want to go somewhere different. Maybe go to like Iceland or something.
Iceland?
Just somewhere random. I don't know. There are a lot of places I want to go, but I can't really think of one place if I had to choose one place.
Is there any like vein of similarity to compare that goes through all the places you want to go?
Just that they're different, like the culture is different, and so I could go there and like have this new experience. Like that's really the main reason. It's just to see how other people live.
All right. You have a greatest fear?
Probably failure, being a failure and not succeeding,
Okay.
and being like
What-
miserable and alone and just fucking piece of shit.
What do you define success as?
Just having a good life, and being happy and accomplishing something,
Right.
like doing something to make the world better in some way.
Okay. What are your thoughts on death?
It's inevitable. I mean, it happens to everyone, so I don't really think about it much.
Alright, what
It's
do you
just
think?
something that's gonna happen one day.
What do you think happens after death?
I have no idea. I mean, my theory on it, which is like kind of a weird abstract theory, is like I believe that somewhere in some space, I don't even know if it's like it exists in dimensions that we can perceive. There is like this just energy that permeates like the entire universe. It's just like an energy, like field, I guess you could say, and that's where our energy comes from. Like the energy that gives us consciousness and like our bodies function and life to our cells essentially. And so when we die, that energy just leaves our body and goes back there. And it's not like something you can really define or see, or I don't even know if it exists. Like that's just kind of my theory.
Alright.
So it's like a really vague concept of the afterlife, I guess.
Alright. What's your drug of choice?
Marijuana.
Marijuana. Okay. Mm, do you prefer realism or abstraction as far as visual art goes?
Abstract.
Abstract, we define abstraction as like that behind you.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty abstract, I think. No, I don't know. Really, anything abstract to me is just something that is outside of the norm. And, like, realism to me is just, like, hyper-realism. Like, it's literally just a painting of, like, a woman sitting in a chair or something. Or, like, still life type paintings and stuff. Like, to me, that's realism.
So anything outside of that is automatic, just abstraction.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like, if it's something you would see in the real world, like in your day-to-day life, that to me is realism.
Okay.
If it's something outside of that norm, then that to me is abstract. Even if it is still kind of realistic, like if it's, you know, like I actually studied, I can't remember who it was, but it was like this collage artist that would take like human bodies and put like a, you know, a fish head on it or something, like just random shit like that. Like that's abstract to me, even though those are two real things. The way that they were combined made it abstract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Did you prefer your mother or your father growing up?
That's a tough one because I pretty much hate both my parents.
Or one you hate less?
Probably my mom. Just because I think she actually was more invested in me, like my childhood and raising me than my dad was, and she also let me like do what I want most of the time because she was just like,
Alright.
time to tell you no and argue with you. My dad, his answer was just always no, 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 no. Whatever I wanted to do is no. And I was just like, fuck you, man.
Alright.
So.
Alright. If you had the house of your dreams, a mansion, what have you, and you could hang this painting anywhere in it, where would you hang it?
Probably like in the living space, like main living space.
Okay.
I feel like it'd probably be there the most. So.
Alright. How big would you want the painting to be?
I don't really have much of a preference. Like, it doesn't matter how big it is. Preferably, it would fit like in this area though, because it's like the only free wall space I have.
Alright. Do that.
So,
Um. Do you have any favorite music?
Yeah. I like metal.
Alright.
System of a Down, probably my favorite band ever.
Alright.
I really like Cortez the Hero, Bella Maya right now. It's probably like my top 3 bands right
Okay.
now. But it changes sometimes.
Sure. Um. If you could live anywhere, where would you live?
Probably like Scandinavia or the Netherlands. Maybe Canada would be cool.
Those are all pretty cold places. You like the cold? That
I
your
just
main
grew
reason?
up in the heat, so I want the cold now. I've seen snow like once in my whole life, so it would be cool to be somewhere that they have seasons and it snows, and even if it's kind of a pain in the ass, I think I would like it.
Would you want to live in the city or would you want to live in country?
In the country, definitely.
Yeah, pretty much all those places are all country.
Yeah, definitely. But preferably like not too far from the city, because I do like to go into the city like occasionally for like music, going to concerts and whatever. There's
Right.
more to do there, but I definitely have always felt like I want to live in a more rural setting, more in nature.
Alright. Would you consider yourself an extrovert or introvert?
I don't know. I don't really consider myself either, because it depends on like my mood, how I feel, who I'm around, like how many people I'm around, like what kind of environment it is. It really just depends.
Well, your hobby is writing, which is a pretty lonely pursuit.
But I also really enjoy like just having conversations with people and discussing like philosophy, politics, religion, whatever with
Okay.
people. And I feel like that's kind of like a inspiration for writing as well. It's like new experiences with people and getting to know different people. Especially since I've started to write more fiction instead of just poetry, trying to write like actual short stories and stuff. It helps to be more social and like know a lot of different types of people, so you can kind of draw from them for character and stuff.
You do research.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that research?
Did I what?
Do you enjoy the research?
Like researching people?
Yeah, for like the development of characters, stories.
I mean, I guess I honestly just like to get to know people,
Uh,
meet new people in general, but
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a favorite animal?
Cats. I love cats. They're the best.
Why? Why do you love cats?
I don't know, because they just don't give a fuck, man.
Like
They
cats?
just do what they want.
Alright.
And they're so cute and fluffy and soft, and they purr, and they're so nice to me. I don't know, my cats love me. But also, like big cats, they're just like insanely ferocious predators, and they're just badass, but they're also cute. And like play in boxes and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's like this duality of their character that on the one hand they can be very like loving parents and nurturing and play and like do all this cute shit, but on the other hand they will fucking take down a gazelle and like rip it to shreds. And so it's like, I don't know, I find that fascinating.
Alright. I think I can work with this.
None of those questions are super personal.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. But I guess everyone has a different definition of what